Hey everybody, so it's donnellsstichery here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful Sunday morning. Here in Michigan, it is currently sun shining and starting to heat up. So I'm going to wait for a few moments for my screen to change over to show that I'm actually live. Okay, there we go. So I just got the notification on my other screen. So, what's everybody working on today? Today here in Michigan, it is beautiful. It is sun shining. It's supposed to be getting really warm today. And we're looking at close to around 80s, I believe, which to me is like super warm since I'm having some hot flashes today. And as you see, I got my PMQ out, Clue 4, that I'm going to be working on today. And if we get done with this in time, then I'll be showing off some blocks I'm working on for the charity quilts. Oh, and I gotta show you guys some awesome stuff. But first, let me jump into the chat and say hi, because I'm like getting all over the place. So we have Michelle's Crafts and More, one of my moderators and members. We got Mama Jean from Captain Stitches, one of my moderators and one of my members. Welcome both of you guys, early birds. Then we have Auntie Joy T coming and saying hi to everybody. And Deb Couture, Stephanie McInturf. I'm sure I probably said that last name wrong, and I'm so sorry. She's one of my members. And then Melanie Taylor, good morning. And Mama Jean, and as well as Michelle saying hi to everybody. Beverly Akins, hey. Melanie Taylor saying hey to everybody. And so far, I think I got everyone that's in the chat. Oh, awesome sauce. Mama Jean says she is sewing the label onto the back of the quilt of her very own blanket charity. Awesome sauce. We have Elaine from 3 Patches of Thyme. Good morning. And so I know here in a few moments that we're going to be getting a bunch of people dropping in from over at Donna's. So at that point, the chat's going to go crazy. So just be patient with me. Melanie said she's just getting up. First cup of coffee. Yeah, my first cup, which is a 20-ounce cup, is almost completely gone. And I'm like already like, woohoo. I've already been in here sewing. I've gotten the pups all taken care of. And I say pups, they're elderly dogs. But to me, they're still my pups. So, got them taken care of. The birds are all attended to. And happy-go-lucky right now. Sky is over here chirping, chirping, chirping. As you guys could probably hear my little budgie chirping up a storm. Yeah, Michelle, you three. You, Lynn, and, no, not Lynn. Sorry. You, Mike, and I want to say Stephanie, but I think I'm wrong on this. Someone else was a culprit too. Katie, that's it. Katie, we're all going crazy. Hey, Amy. I hope you're doing good, honey. I did see that you're doing your physical therapy and being able to use a walker to walk around right now. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you. Hey, Heather, Jeffrey Quilter. Hey, Katie Crafts, another one of my members. Hey, Mike, one of my members. Yeah, Melanie, I get up and I get the animals taken care of while the coffee is brewing, and then I sat down. But then again, I've also been up since 7. So, hey, Mama Debbie, one of my members. Hey, Tessa. Let's see here. No worries, Amy. I'm just happy you even made an appearance. That is awesome. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Mary G. Tracy Hardig is one of my members. Hey, Donna. Love you, honey. You are doing so awesome on those smiley faces. Oh, my God. They look so super cute. Hey, Andrea, one of my members. Oops. Sorry, guys. I bumped the thing. There we go. Yay, Melissa. Okay, Melissa, we're having our monthly Zoom today. So send me an email. If one of my mods can type in my mail, exclamation my mail into the chat box for me, that'd be great. So that way there Melissa can send me the email and I can send her the link for today's Zoom. And emails went out this morning. I am behind schedule. I was originally going to do it the last Sunday of the month, but there was some schedule conflict for one of the groups I'm a VIP member of. And so I rearranged it toward today is going to be our VIP. Today is going to be our member Zoom, which is going to be fun. 12 to 4 today. Come and go as you feel. No requirement to be there. Bring whatever you want to work on. We're just going to be sewing and hanging out, shooting the blurries, all the good stuff. But thank you, Melissa, for joining. I so appreciate it, love. Hey, Shelly Sews. Do. And thank you, Mama. Do. Thank you, Donna. And hey, Vicky, how are you doing? Yes, those smiley faces are so adorable. Oh my gosh, and I cannot believe how awesome you did, Donna. That is amazing. So, before I break this open, well, I already broke it open. But before we get started on it, let me grab the blocks I was working on yesterday because I got that quilt top done. Hey, Jacqueline, good morning. So, yesterday you guys see me working on the owls. Hey, Vicky. Send me your email address, which I think I might already have, but send me an email anyway, and I will send you the Zoom link. But this is the quilt that I did yesterday. I was 2 blocks short of being able to have it all in the owls in the yellow. So I did 2 blocks of the black with the owls on the snowballs. So there's one there, and then there's one down here. If I can get it on the camera. But I think this came out so super cute. I love this one. I had enough of this owl fabric to back one quilt and then did not have enough to back another quilt, so I cut it all up to make squares. Yesterday I worked on the squares. And then after my live stream, I decided to do to put it all together and had some of my members come on with me on a improv Zoom, and we hung out and I got it all put together. It was a lot of fun. And I have one scheduled Zoom meeting a month with my members, and then I do periodic pop-ups. So that way whenever I'm in here working on something and I want some company, I'll put it in the group as well as in the member tab of my YouTube channel for us to come and hang out, and everybody just bring whatever they want or just sit and chat. A lot of times we just sit and chat and I get nothing accomplished. But it's a lot of fun. Oh, we're going to... Hey, Carrie. Good morning to you. Thank you, Vicky. No worries, Melanie. Yes, they were shopping quite a bit. They were bad children. Bad, bad, bad. I went in there and I was like, ooh, pretty fabrics. Nope, nope, nope. Gotta go away. I'm like, my bank account can't do this. So we have a bunch of fabrics here. And I'm going to need to get my color chart out because I did not grab that. Bad girl. Bad, bad girl. So let me grab that really quick. Mike goes, no comment. Crazy. Yeah, I jumped in there as soon as someone in my chat group said batiks. You know me, I gotta jump at the batiks. And I jumped in there and they were so pretty. I was like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm like, I can't stay here. This is just dangerous. Okay, so according to the pieces in the pack listing here, I should have 8 letter A's, triangles, which is these here. So let me chunk that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so we got 8 of those. And I should have 8 of these. The B. Yep, and then 8 of the D. Right, Mama Jean? She said, my bank account can, but my stitching cottage is busting at the seams. Yeah, my rune's busting at the seams. That's the reason why I'm trying to do charity quilts to help get rid of it. We got 8 of those, so that's all accurate. And then the large F, which is this one here. See, now it's the only large triangle I have. Right, Michelle? So thank God, at least hers wasn't nearly as bad as Mike's was. Thank God he canceled it before you had to pay. Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, Lordy. So we got 4 of those, and then we need 4 of these 2 and 12 of this one. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay, I can count. And let me count these, and then we can get busy sewing. Hopefully not bring out slash. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Mike says he's selling FPP for food. Mike, you start selling batiks and I'm willing to buy. You start selling them batiks, baby bro, then, or big bro, or whatever, then you let me know. We'll talk. So I am going to put this, my color guide, I think over here for now. And then we're going to get busy on the instructions. So the finished block is what this should look like. And for clue 4, and I'm just going to do all 4 of them today because it's going to be one that being 4 blocks. So I'm just going to do them all today. Just going to chain piece them all. So we're going to have letter keyboard out of my way here. So we got letter A and D triangles. We need A and D. So we need this and this. And we're going to do all 8 of these. So we are just going to chain piece these. So what is everybody else working on this morning? Hey, so it to be. Oh, wow, that is awesome, Day. Yeah, I love the construction or whatever trucks that was and everything, construction trucks and everything else. That was so cute. Oh my gosh. You do such an amazing job, Day. Hey, Fallon, how are you doing, honey? Yeah, Amy, I normally don't either, but everybody kept talking in my group chat about how awesome and then they mentioned Batiks, and I fell in there. And as soon as I seen them and everything, I'm like, oh, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I got to go. I'm like, I can't do this. I got no room for all this. Hey, Junebug. Oh, yucky word. No clean. Gotta go sew. Play with crafts. Awesome sauce. Shelly says she's working on a t-shirt quilt she's been putting off. Glad you're jumping in there, getting it done. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my boys' day is that sampler quilt that I'm doing tutorials on. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm going to do a Mario Brothers one of the same blocks. I just haven't figured out the background fabric I'm going to use for that. And I'm just going to rearrange the order of the blocks and everything for my youngest one. And that's going to be their big Christmas presents from me. I'm sure their dad would probably get them something techy, but I like to do something homemade for the boys, and they haven't had a new quilt from me in a few years, so. Thank you, Melissa. Yes, everybody, please hit that thumbs up as it helps out my algorithms on my channel, lets YouTube know that you love my content. If you don't love it, hit the thumbs down because that still helps. And if you don't like it, put in the comments what you don't like so that way there I can see what I could do about about maybe changing up something. I have zero problems with good criticism. Or not so much good criticism, but you know what I mean. Criticism that is helpful, not harmful. There we go. Hey, our cell lady, how are you doing, honey? Okay, so this we're going to press to the A, which is the dark blue speckled fabric. Hey, Dale D, how you doing? Getting ready to go to Legoland with the kids and make a day of it. Just stopped in to say hello and give a thumbs up. Thank you, honey. Honey bunny. Ooh, yeah. I love the look of English paper piecing. I just would never try it. That's just too much for me. Junebug says if the rest of her house gets deep cleaned and decluttered, then I will have more time for the fun stuff. Girl, I completely understand. Or a guy, whatever. Whoever. Yes, constructive. Thank you, Melissa. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of that word. Constructive criticism is what I meant. Hey, Lori. Thank you for coming in. Awesome sauce, Mike. Yes, pour me a refresher cup, please. I need a mine topped off. You got some sweet creamers, right? Oh, awesome, Katie. I've not seen that. What was it? Is it really good? I'm assuming so since you were up until 3 this morning. I'll have to check that out later. So I watched a good movie the other day. It's not so much new, but it's still good. Amy, I might have to try EPP. I've been looking for some new things to do when sitting in the front room with the fam. I might have to try that. I don't know. We'll see. So now we need the square of D. So we need 4 of those, which is the white polka dot. And we need 4 of our half square triangles that we just done. And then the other 4, we're just going to set off to the side for now. So what we want to do is we want the square here, and we want the block here. So that way there, the D block or the D fabric is facing down towards the bottom corner, and the A fabric is pointing up. So that's how we're going to do that one. And we're going to press it to the square. No worries, Heather. Thank you. Yes, I want constructive criticism, not the other yucky type. Yeah, I was working on dishes this morning and yesterday because life has been so crazy and my kitchen became a disaster. It became the last priority for me this week. Ooh, and my husband and I and our son went looking around at some vehicles yesterday. Ooh, I found some pretty ones that are in my budget. I just got to talk to my finance company on Monday to see about refinancing the loan I already have with them to be able to get that and swap it out swap the hold on my truck lien to be the hold on that one instead to see if they're willing to work with me. Because I'm just going to explain to them the situation with the truck. I mean, it'd be better for them anyway because of the fact that if anything was to happen where they had to come and take the truck, that truck would be zero money for them. So this would actually be beneficial for them as well as for me. So everybody say your prayers and fingers crossed for me because I'll be giving them a call tomorrow to see if they will be willing to work with me on this, which they're pretty good. I've been dealing with them for quite some time, so I think they will. Bye, Debbie. Have a good day, honey. And we're going to press this seam towards the square. Hey, so Terry. So good morning, all. Just having my coffee. Donnell, is that the large or small? I'm doing the small. This is the small. Now this is actually my one from April, I believe, because I have not received May's yet, which would be clue 5. So I was really behind. When it came in the mail, I tossed it in my desk drawer over here and forgot all about it. Opened my desk drawer yesterday. I'm like, yep, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Ah, you are amazing, Mike. He says, yes, I have sweet creamers. I just had my staff make you a mug. Here you go. Ah, you are amazing, my love. Hey, John and Curtis. Guys Craft 2. Right? same here. Dude, I gotta have you back on my channel. That was so much fun. I'm gonna email with you later, and so we can see if we can't work out a schedule for a day for you to come back on, because that was so much fun. I want to have you back on. We can play with gnomes or something. I mean, come on. Alrighty, so next we're going to take, so that was step 1 and 2. We got step 1 and 2 done. We made our half square triangles, and we attached our squares to 4 of them. Let's see. Okay, so so good. I'm not too far behind then. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, this is May. What am I doing? I'm behind. Thank you, so Terry. I was freaking out. I'm like, I don't want this to be like a legit get where I get behind schedule. The Lord knows I'm behind on all of that. So let's see here. Jimba, fingers crossed. My son just got a newer car and now I can come visit you to know. Awesome! That would be amazing. Let me know when you get something figured out. Just email me. We will work out a get together to hang out or something. That would be awesome. Bye, Day. Have a good one. Be safe travels. But yet, have fun too. See, Amy says, Junebug, we got through several big projects before we had some company last month, and I already feel lighter, and there's less cluttering in my mind as well. Next on the list is my bedroom closet. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, Lori's asking, Donnell, are you going to do the next PMQ? I'm not doing the Wild West just because I cannot afford it right now. I know it's only like $20 a month I figure I'll catch the fall one. I would like to do the Wild West one, but I just don't have the extra money right now because I got a lot of finances going on right now that I got to figure out. My student loans are about to kick back in. I'm still working on getting this truck paid off or figured out and everything. Hopefully I can be able to get those payments down some. But we're going to see how things go. Just right now, I won't be able to do the Wild West. The only subscription I have right now is my PMQ. And I do want to keep the Purple Mist going good and strong. So I don't want to overload myself with anything else. But I can't wait to see what everybody else does with the Wild West and how that turns out. 'Cause I really wanted to do it. And I knew which colorway I wanted to do. But when I sat down and figured out my finances, they just were not going to work with me. Let's see. Hey, Vintage Style by Joe. Yes, everybody, road trip to come see Donnell. We'll all get together and hang out. We'll find an outdoor coffee shop. Because if it's indoors, I still got to wear a mask. Because I help take care. My mom has cirrhosis of the liver, is ill a lot. My next door neighbor is elderly, and I help take care of her. So I can't take the chance of bringing anything to them that can hurt them. As well as I don't want to be ill and have to take time off my live streams or my during the work job. So I do still mask up when I'm indoors around people. But hey, anybody ever want to come up and visit, we'll get together at an outdoor coffee shop or cafe or whatever and hang out, or go to the park as a big, huge culture picnic or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something. See, so Terry, every time I hear a quasar, I look out the window to see the pretty bird. Too funny, so Terry. Yeah, he's actually being quite quiet today. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's alert and happy-go-lucky, and he's had his treats this morning, but oh, yeah, you perked up with that T word, huh? He started going, he's so silly. Yes, if you guys do, actually, John, if you got, and anybody else that has a channel, if you do exclamation selfie, it'll share your link. So that way anyone that wants to follow you guys, they can. Yes, Junebug, definitely. Mike says he'll pick you up, Joe. All right. Well, yes, that would be amazing. Ah, you just bought a new gnome fall quilt kit yesterday? Seriously? I'm jelly. You gotta send me pictures of it. That would be so cute. Ooh. Mike says him and Joe are coming with bagels. Yoo-hoo! Yes, and guys, Michelle is working on figuring out her software for streaming. So, because she's going to be starting at some really awesome channel of a bunch of really cool crafts, and I cannot wait to see what she does. Once she does become active on her live stream and gets it figured out, I'll schedule to have her on here so she can help promote. As well as Mike whenever he ever decides to go do his channel too. So anyway, the next step, so we got like a total of 9 steps to do, and we're only on 3. So jibber jabber enough. Y'all distracted me. See you, Amy. Take care, honey. Love you. Sounds good, Melissa. So when she gets to Michigan, she'll come find me. No worries at all. Email me and I could give you my address and we can get together. That'd be awesome. Okay, so step 3 is sew an one A square or an A square and a D square together and press towards the D. So the A square is my fabric here, and my D square is this fabric. So we need 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to sew these 2 together, and then we're going to press to the D, which is the white. These we're going to set out to the side for now. So I'm sure we're going to need them again in a moment. I hate pressing to the white, but it's the instructions, so you gotta do what it tells you. You don't have to, your room, your rules, but the way they have the instructions laid out, it makes everything easier. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Brenda. Hey, April Sawtell. How are you doing, honey? Yay! Yeah, I'm hoping to get out in the garden sometime today. I got a lot on my plate today, but that's okay because I got a lot on my plate every day. Hey, Denise. Now, for all my members that are just coming in or anyone that did not catch the update earlier, that we do have our monthly Zoom today. If you have just became a member of my channel, then feel free to try and send me an email and I can send you the link. But you have to be a paying member on my channel in order to get the Zoom link. Without being a paying member, you won't get it. No offense to everybody else, but just one of the perks of being a member of my channel. So we're going to press to the D, which is the white. Now I'm just finger pressing because this is batiks. Hey, Aisha. Denise, you're going to love Guy's Craft too. He is awesome. Him and Curtis both. Curtis doesn't really do the sewing. John does the sewing and, and the shopping. No offense, John. All in good humor, honey. Yeah, so Terry, that one was cute. I didn't really find an interest in doing that one. Granted, I didn't even get into the whole PMQ until this one. I fell in love with this colorway. So I had to have it. I had to have it. Okay, so now we're going to take the 4 blocks that we did before. And they're going to be oriented like this. And we're going to match it up with... Did I do this backwards? I did. Fussy pants. I messed up the orientation of my half square triangle when I sewn it to those blocks. Time for slash to come out. And when I say slash, I mean my little eyebrow what's called as a dermaplaner. I use it to take out my seams. Just sucks. So, okay, so you see how I have it sewn here? This block here should have been flipped one more time to where it should have been, the square should have been on this side. Hey, yep, here's Johnny. Mama Jean Slash was very active yesterday. He keeps it up and everything. I'm going to have to call him for his twin. Now Quasar's kicking in. He hears the birds outside. Because there's a local bird that just started in out there and he's yelling at him. Or her. Quasar! Quasar! Now just gotta be careful because there is a lot of bias going on, so. So when you're doing your clue 4, make sure you're paying attention to your orientation. So it was like this, so I need to be like this. Okay, so instead of doing it where it was like this, then it should be, so instead of being like this, it should be like this. And now someone's dog out there is going crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. Like a zoo on the outside of my house. Yes. I had to quit inviting him to come out to play. I know, but I mean, what? He's so demanding, Ma. Hey, Becky. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. So what's everybody else working on today? No worries, Joe. She says she's going to be lurking while working on a video for this week. No worries at all. I love my lurkers too. I hate getting this started. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Heather, mine's the animals. So I got 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 3 birds, and a husband and a son. Shh, don't let them know I said that. They're like the zoo ringleaders. Okay, so it's like this, and you flip it that way. Mike, you'll be okay, sweetheart. You were just looking for some therapy. No worries, my honey bunny. My honey bunny brother. Hey, Don. So if you can send me an email, Don, I did send out an email this morning, but then I have your email information. So if you can send me an email, and if one of my moderators can drop my email link in the channel, that would be in the chat. That'd be great. I would appreciate it. So that way there, Dawn can have my email address to email me, because I need your email address so I can email you about the Zoom get together today from 12 to 4 for all of my channel members. I just happened to realize that your name was not one of the ones on my list because I did not have your email address. And anybody else that is a channel member, if you have not sent me an email to give me your email address, then please do so. Or if you did not receive an email from me this morning of the Zoom link for today, then please email me. Awesome. Thank you, so Terry. Yeah, because I would like for all of my members to be there and everything if they can. If they cannot, then that is completely understandable and no worries. We will always have more Zooms. No worries, John. Have a good day. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. And I will definitely email you this evening, honey. Trying to pull all these little strings out as I go so they don't get stuck in my new stitches. And white thread on white fabric is really hard. But has anybody seen Reba McEntire's movie called The Hammer? Yes, I'm a Reba McEntire nut. I love Reba. She is amazing. It was a movie she did where she was a judge, a brand new judge for an area, and it was so good. Me and the husband and son watched it the other day because I'm a Reba nut, so I had to watch it, and I made them watch it with me during movie time. It was so good. What did I miss? Brenda says she's almost finished with the top of my brown bag mystery quilt piece of cake ran by Karen Montgomery and my local quilt shop. And then Jordy says, congratulations, I didn't start mine yet. Unfortunately, I don't like the fabric inside the brown bag. Aw, that sucks. I'm sorry. Mike, you be nice. Hey, Giovanna. How you doing, honey? Thank you for coming in here. Wouldn't be a live stream without Auntie Giovanna. Hey, Frank. How you doing, hon? Yes, that movie was so awesome, wasn't it, Stephanie? Oh my gosh. And she cracks me up. I swear to God, I'm still watching the reruns of all of her original TV sitcom series of Reba. I started from scratch because I've seen them all, or probably all, but as of right now, I've seen them all. I'm in the middle of season 2, and I've seen them on TV before, but now I'm watching them from start to finish on Netflix, and I love it. It's amazing. Okay, so now we can go back to step 4 since I just fixed my boo-boos. So we need the D fabric up on top, the A fabric on bottom, which is how I have it oriented right here. And then beside that, we need it to be like this. So that way there, the D connects to each other. Yes. Okay. I don't know what that was. Yeah, so we need a D square and D square and then the D triangle. So yep, that's perfect. I'm going to move it right over here. So it is going to be like so. I'll show you once I get it done. And of course, I pressed one of them in the wrong direction. Dag, blasted. This one. Nope. Press that one the right way. And press that one in the right way. Weird. They had the, oh, no, there it goes. So both strips should be pressed towards the white square. Oy vey. Now next Saturday, I will be having Deb S, the Pug Mama Quilter, on here on May 25th. So make sure everybody tunes in for that because that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be hanging out and she's going to be showing some stuff that she works on. And I'm going to be having a little improv sell on here of my crafts that I've made that I want to see if anyone might be interested in buying from me. So that way there, it helps clear some stuff out of my room. Now I figure before I do any more craft shows, then I want to, any more of the small local craft shows, then I want to be able to offer it to my viewers first. And the way that that's going to work is I'm going to show it and I'll have a number associated with it. And if you're interested, the first person that emails me on it will win it. And, well, not win it, but will have the opportunity to buy it. And at that point, I'll send that person an invoice. If that person does not pay for it within 48 hours or claims it or something like that, I'm not for sure the time span yet, but I'll let you know that Saturday. Then I'll offer it to the next person. Or if the first person that changes their mind, then I'll offer it to the next one. And it won't be all crazy prices either, so no sweat on all of that. It'll be prices that is something that is reasonable. I'm not super high on my pricing, especially since it's my smaller crafts. I may have a few little bit larger items, but we'll see. So I want to post it all on there before, give you guys all the chance before I post it on my Etsy store. Because once it goes on my Etsy store, I do have to raise up the pricing more than what I normally would because of their fees and all. Yeah, I gotta do laundry after later on and everything. I'll probably get a little going once I get done with my live before my Zoom starts up. Hey, Cindy, thank you for coming in. So if you want a block of the month that is very beginner friendly, these are actually very beginner friendly because the pieces are already cut. All you got to do is sew a 1/4 of an inch. It gives you the sewing directions. It gives you the pressing directions. It gives you the the squaring out directions after each step. It walks you through step by step. You get a color guide that has the associated letters on it. And their blocks, if you see, have the letters that coordinate with the color fabric on the color chart. So it's very beginner friendly. So I would actually recommend a puzzle mystery quilt. If you are a type of person and you like to see what the quilt looks like when it's finished before you start it, then this would not be good for you. You would need to probably do something else. As far as a good beginner BOM or block of the month, I don't really know. Can anybody in the chat suggest something to Cindy to help her out? Because I can't really think of one offhand right now. That would be a very good beginner friendly block of the month. Okay, so for this section here, we are going to press towards the two squares. So we're going to put the two squares up on top and we're going to press towards them. Since I am doing batiks, they press very easily with fingers. I don't even need the iron. I will go back and use the iron once I get the block completely done. Hey, Andrea. How you doing, honey? So this is the block so far. Oh, let me show it up here. This is easier up here. This is the block so far. Super cute. I love these fabrics. I mean, for one, they're petite, so of course I love them. Andrea says, howdy everyone who came in while I was away. I had to feed the bunnies before it gets too hot. Already 90 here. Ooh, girlfriend. That is too much. Yeah, it's supposed to be, I think, in the 80s today here. Either high 70s, low 80s, but we also got some storms coming in today. Ugh. Which making it super muggy right now. And in my sewing room, like the front room and the kitchen, feels phenomenal with just a window fan going. But in here, I got both windows open and I feel like there's like zero circulation. Because I am sitting here roasting. Andrea, can you help Cindy out? Or maybe anyone else in the chat? She's looking for some very beginner friendly block of the months. Now, I mean, if you want to do something and you got fabric in your stash, I do also have a sampler quilt block that I've been doing where I give a tutorial either every week or every other week of a quilt block, different block each week, where I'm doing a sampler block. Mine that I'm doing right now on my tutorials is Nightmare Before Christmas theme. Let me show you one of the blocks I just done. And so the block I just did last week, I think it was, or maybe the week before, is the card trick. And I broke it down, and you can ask Andrea and others that have seen it. They've stated that it is very beginner friendly. The way I broke it down and made it simplified. And I'm just taking various blocks, usually ideas that are tossed out, and doing whatever I can to try to make it as simple as possible for my own brain as well as for any other possible beginner to break it down and show you. They're about half an hour long each. All right, so Cindy, let's see, Michelle, Mama, or Terry, if one of you guys can grab the link for my sampler quilt tutorial list and drop it in the chat, that'd be great to help out Cindy, so that way that she can be able to click on that and find it. Let's see. Okay, Heather at Jeffrey Quilter says Eric Oda over at Treasure Heart Creations did a couple years ago. That was fairly simple. Awesome. Yep, there's another idea for you. Yeah, Fat Quarter Shop is great because they have a lot of free patterns as well as Jordan Fabric. She's got a lot of free patterns as well. Oh, so Andrea, Cindy is looking for a very beginner friendly block of the month or a sampler quilt that would be easy for a very beginner and simplified for her. So, right, Melissa? Yeah, my oldest son is very Nightmare Before Christmas and Jack Skellington crazy. He loves it. So I already made him one couch quilt for it. So I want to do a queen size bed quilt for him. And then I've also made a lap quilt for my youngest son. So I'm going to do a replica of those same blocks, but in Mario Brothers. And I haven't figured out the background yet. Probably do black because if I do red or blue, it just would play off of off that one color way too much in the fabric. And it's a fairly busy fabric that I'm using. Okay, so our next step is to take the other four of the half square triangles and then match that up with D fabric. Okay, so our A's are going to be, our A fabric is going to be facing like this, and our D fabric is going to be facing like this, I do believe. Let me lay this down and then put the pattern beside of it. So I can try not to mess it up this time. I wish we're going to be installing the air conditioners this weekend because this week is supposed to be getting up in the 80s here in Michigan, Vicky, and I am roasting. I cannot wait to get the air conditioner in here because for one reason why I'm also finger pressing is because it gets way too hot in here when I turn on the iron over here. No worries at all, Cindy. If you get pushed over to a different link and everything, that is completely okay. At least that way there, then you're able to save it and then jump back in. No worries, honey. Hey, Liana. How are you doing, honey? I hope your daughter's doing okay. Let's see. I think I got everything. Let's see. Thank you, Leanna. Okay, so we got the A that needs to be facing up and that way, which it is. The D facing down this way, and then the D here. Okay. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to turn that this way so that way that I can sew it onto the on the correct direction. Which in that case means I probably could have just tried and grabbed the next four and done it the correct way. But you know, it is what it is. Life happens. Yeah, I think we've given Cindy quite a few really good ideas and everything. So she should be good now. At least gives her something to start with and all of looking at, see what interests her, what piques her interest and all. So I say we should probably be good now because we don't want to overwhelm her too much with too many ideas because it can become very overwhelming very quickly. You too, and I'm so glad that she's doing better, Leanna. You ever need anyone to talk to, I'm right here, sweetheart. You got my number. No worries at all, Cindy. If you need any more any more suggestions, let us know. If not, then we'll say good for that amount right now. But if you want more suggestions, you just let everyone know in the chat, and I'm sure they will help you out. This group is amazing. So, okay, so this one here, we're going to press actually towards the hash square triangle. So, which means we want the hash square triangle on top. We open it up, and then we press that direction. And hope and pray I got this oriented the right time this time. Label is on, not let the snipping begin. Says Mama Jean. Alrighty, so next step, which is step number 6, we're getting there. So I'm be going over my normal hour just a little bit because I do want to at least get these completed before the end of my live stream today, so I can put them away and know I have them done. So now we are going to take this and we're going to bring this back over here and we're going to put it together like this. So that way there, the D fabric, which is the white, makes this almost the top of an A shape. And then we'll press that towards the block that we just did, that we're adding on. Okay, so I'm actually gonna, before I do that, I'm gonna press these going towards the square, going against what it says, because otherwise my seams are not gonna be nesting. And to me, I much rather have my seams nest. So I might have to tweak how the rest of my seams go, but that's okay to me. Yep, that's correct. Okay. At least now my seams will nest, which is very important to me to help me make sure that my pieces line up properly. Oh, okay. Mama said she needed to correct something. Her label is now on. Now the snipping can begin. Okay. Thought I was reading something wrong. I'm like, I read that a couple of times. I'm like, okay, doing something wrong in this reading. I thought my eyes were messing with me or something. I'm like, okay. Let's see. Awesome sauce, Melanie. That was amazing. Thank you for helping her out. And everyone else that gave Cindy's some idea options and everything. Thank you guys all so much. Y'all are all amazing, amazing people. I love it. I love the quilting crew. Right, Stephanie? She says she loves this fabric. I do too. These colors are just beautiful, like absolutely gorgeous. I love batiks because they offer so much in different colors. And it's like every different piece that you cut from yardage of batiks can create a whole new block. And I absolutely love batiks so much. And they're so easy to play with. Oh no! Stephanie says, sitting here feeding Chewy the dog by hand, his dog food, and eating her breakfast at the same time, and just accidentally ate some dog food. Oops. Whoopsies. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so we're going to press this to the piece that we just added on to create this block. So to me, it looks like the top of an A, the letter A in the block world. So I'm going to flip these over so that way there that piece is on top. So I'll make it easier to press them all. You're welcome, Vicky. Ew, Katie says she's done that with a cat treat once before. Yeah, when my brothers were little, they would dare each other to eat the dry dog food. And I'm like, y'all are sick. I mean, I could see if you accidentally did it when you're hand feeding your dog or something, but I mean, not intentionally do it. Okay, so the next piece of this is we're going to try and create flying geese. So we need 4 of letter F, triangle, large triangle, which is these 4. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. Look at this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. And then we need our dark blue of the letter B. We're going to create 4 flying geese. So this here, I'm going to set out to the side for now while we create our flying geese. Put them over here. Put this over here. Nobody asked you, Quasar. And to make it easier for me, I'm going to put it in with this piece going in first because that way then I got a straight section here that I'm going to be starting off with. Which makes it less chances for it to pull it down, my fabric down into the needle area. I used to hate doing flying geese, but doing it the cotton cuts way has made it so that whether I'm not so scared of them anymore. I do want to try that 4 at a time method that I've seen on several people's channel. So I might do that on one of my tutorials. Not for sure. Because I think that'll be a lot of fun to do. And super cute. Alrighty. So now I'm going to take these off. All but one. So that way there I don't have to have that long thread tail again. I'll just press that one after I get the next one sewn on. And we're going to press these going towards the small triangles. That is definitely true, Andrea. She said there was a time in her life when her daughter was a baby where she had to survive, where Andrea had to survive off of dog food. And desperate times calls for desperate measures. It definitely does. There was a time in my life where I had to survive off bologna crackers. I hated it, and to this day, I will not eat bologna because it killed that for me ever in life again. My husband and son love have fried bologna sandwiches, and I always have them make something else for me because I can't do bologna ever again. I'm like, nope. Oh my God, these fabrics together, these two pieces of fabrics together look so gorgeous. Oh my goodness gracious. Wait till y'all see this in just a minute. It's beautiful. So Melanie says it's called Ultimate Beginner Quilt Back Quarter Shop. Awesome. I'll have to definitely look that up just because, I mean, I still technically consider myself a beginner. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, and yes, I do tutorials. But I only do tutorials based on things either I'm learning or things so that way there you can see how it is that my brain comprehends it or that I'm able to figure it out. So that way there, if you want to figure it out and you're scared or whatever, a little nervous about doing it at first, then you can do it with me for my first time. Because a lot of the blocks I did on my sampler quilt, and I even say that in my tutorials, a lot of them, and I'll tell you which ones in each tutorial, is the first time I've ever done them. Like the card trick, that's the first time I ever made one. So I had to do a lot of research to find out exactly how to do it. And the most simplest way to do it. That made sense to my brain. Hey, Brat46, how you doing? Exactly. We are all learning. My opinion is whenever you quit learning or lose interest in sewing and quilting, that's when it's either time to either A, put it down, or B, find a way of bringing that passion back. All right, so step number 7 is complete. Making our flying geese. Now look at this. Isn't this adorable? So super cute. Alrighty. The next step is going to be adding this. So if we got this laying here like this, we have this laying here like this, we're going to want to add this to this side, I believe. Let me double check. Yep. Okay. So we're going to add this to the right side of the flying geese. And then we'll add this to our other block that we already had completed. The top of the A is what I'm calling that block. And I'm going to turn these upside down so that way there I don't have any issues with my seam. With my little fit plate here grabbing a hold of my seam, messing it all up for me. And another thing I love about Petite is there's almost always no wrong side of the fabric. If you can look at it and you cannot tell which side is the right side and which way is the wrong side, then no one else can tell either. Except for maybe the the fabric designer, but my opinion, if they looking that much into my quilt, then they don't need to be that close. They can back away because as long as I'm happy and the person I give it to or made it for is happy, then that's all that matters. My quilts are to be used and loved. Or like the one behind me will be my showpiece from my sewing room. No worries, Mama. I'll talk to you later, and hopefully you get to see me later on. Everything in my Zoom. Love you. Take care. And these we are going to press going towards the flying geese block. Vicky, she's talking about whenever her daughter was a baby. Her daughter is no longer a baby, honey. All right, so these are done. So the last piece is to add this to the top of this. We want our flying geese to be pointing downward. So we want the square to be, okay, so we want, I'm going to use me as the drawing board. So we want this, and then we want this up here. So we want the flying geese, let me get it on here straight. We want the flying geese over here. I'm not good at this whole reverse mirror image of the camera. So we want the flying geese to be up here, pointing down towards the top of the A. It's easier to show these larger blocks on the design board, for lack of better terminology right now, than what it is to show it on the small camera view down here. Hopefully one of these days I can figure out a better way of doing this with the camera down here, but for now, this is what I'm working with. I just got to figure out a layout for down here, so maybe get like a bigger tripod stand where my camera can be up higher, pointing down. Which I do have actual camera tripods, so I might give those a whirl sometime whenever I get the chance to see if it'll fit on there properly and work good. Now on this here, when I'm sewing these on, did I just, yep, I did that correctly. Okay, so when I'm sewing this on, I'm going to lay my block like this. And I'm going to lay where the blue triangle is facing upward towards the top of that block that I'm sewing it onto. Where this here is at, the top of the flying geese, you want to try and make sure that you are right up here at the top of that seam where these two side seams, diagonal seams come to meet to make your flying geese. Then make sure you're at the very top of that, like just above that stitching. So that way there's no issues and you don't cut off your point. If you do and it doesn't bother you, then no worries then. You do you. I try to keep mine, but if I cut it off, I cut it off. I don't stress over it too much. So I'm just like, I just do a slight little swerve on that if I need to in order to make sure that it is perfect. If I do happen to cut a slight little bit off, then it is what it is. But they give you enough where you should be okay with 1/4 of an inch. Giovanna says, we lived on the hot dogs and sausage for a long time as I couldn't afford meat and those were cheaper. Yes. When my boys were little, for easy lunches plus cheap. Then, because when they were really little, I was a stay-at-home mom and my husband worked. So that way because he gave me the privilege and everything, so that way I could be at home with them and experience all the early stages of them growing up, which I appreciate him so much for allowing me that, because a lot of mothers don't get that opportunity. And I'm so happy that he was able to, and that we were financially stable enough at that point where I could have that privilege. So I stayed at home with the boys, and to save on money and for cheap, easy lunches or meals for them, mainly lunches for them, I would do batches of macaroni and cheese with like cut up hot dogs in it, and they absolutely loved it. And to this day, my 22-year-old still makes it. He made it one day and called me. He goes, Mom, he goes, I remember when you used to make this for us all the time, and I still love this meal. I'm like, that is so funny. It's like it makes me happy that it's something that he remembers as a very good thing and that he loved and he was able to reminisce about and everything, which I find is amazing. I think I may have just cut that one off, but that's okay. It's not going to bother me that much because if I did, it's not by much. Brett, yes, I don't like making flying geese blocks. However, cotton cuts is breaking me of that some. Okay, so this we are going to press towards the top towards the flying geese block that we just done. I'm not crazy about because there's so much bulk right there. But this is the finished block. Yep, that looks correct. So this is the finished block for today. Let me get the other three pressed, and then we will be ending for today. Because I need to go refresh my cup and get ready for my members Zoom and send out any additional emails I need to the Zoom links for my new members. If my new members are in here and you have not sent me the email yet, please do so, because otherwise you won't be able to get in. Plus, I need to get you guys all added to the Facebook group and all that good stuff, because there is a private Facebook group. So I'll get you added to that. Alrighty, these are all pressed. Oh, look beautiful. Looky, looky, lookies. Isn't that super cute? I love this. It looks so gorgeous. But I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful day. My members, I hope to see you guys all in my Zoom meeting here in just a little while. I'm going to go visit with my husband's son, send out some emails, and then I'll get that open up right around 12 o'clock for everybody. That has the invite link and everything. And I hope to see everybody there. And everyone else, I hope you guys all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed Sunday. And if you get out and about, then make sure you give a smile, a true, genuine smile from your heart. Because you never know when that smile might change somebody's day. It might brighten up their day that was just having a really poopy day. I hope everybody else has a wonderful, wonderful day.